Hi guys, welcome to home workout number 6. I hope you've been enjoying these. I've at least been enjoying doing them for you, and I love getting the feedback and hearing how it's going for you guys. So the workout today, we're gonna do a strength EMOM or a tempo build EMOM in the beginning. Then we're gonna do a nice little workout where you're gonna get to sweat quite a bit. And then we're gonna finish off with a little bit of a core finisher. I don't know why I say a little bit. It's not really a little bit. You're gonna feel it for sure. But yes, let's just get straight to it. We're gonna start off with warming up. We're gonna warm up kind of like a full body. We're gonna get the shoulders going. We're gonna get the legs going. Make sure that we're comfortable with doing lunges. And we have some alternating devil's presses coming up as well. Everyone loves to do those, right? All right, we're gonna start off with, I really like just starting off with a little bit of stretches. So we're gonna start off with going into the Spider-Man stretch. So just a long step forward with one leg. Making sure that the heel of the front leg is on the ground. And then we're gonna drive the knee a little bit forward and backwards. Just small circles through. Figure out where you find the best stretch for you. Then we're gonna put the knee down on the back leg. Knee down on the back leg. And we're gonna lift up the knee on the back leg and raise ourselves up and get a good stretch on the front. If this is too deep of a stretch for you, then you can always just drop down the knee and try to push the hips forward. We're just trying to get a little bit more right there on the front. We're gonna try to keep it active. And relax. And change sides. First, going up on the toe, making sure the heel on the front leg is still on the ground. Then we're gonna go into small hip circles. If you feel like you have a very tight corner somewhere, then you can stop there. If it's moving the hips a little bit further to the left, moving the hips a little bit further to the right. And then we're gonna put the knee down. Try to lift ourselves up, getting to a little bit of a different stretch. Make sure that we're not just opening up the hips, but we're gonna think about then pushing the hip of the back leg forward so they're squared off. And if you feel like you wanna go into a little bit deeper, then you can put your knee all the way down to the ground and pull the toes up on that back leg. We're still gonna keep it active, so we still wanna make sure that we're moving a little bit front and back in this movement. So as in the warm-up, I like going in those active stretches, and then we can do the static ones once we're done. And relax. Now we're gonna go into the pigeon stretch. We're gonna let's put the left leg in the front. And now we're gonna push the right hip towards the ground, so left knee in the front, right hip towards the ground. And then we're gonna lean over the leg. And now we're gonna think about pushing the knee down. So we're gonna push the left knee down to the ground so we feel like we're kind of activating that glute on that leg. So push down, 3, 2, 1, and then relax and let yourself relax a little bit deeper into the stretch. And we're gonna push again. 3, 2, 1, and go deeper into the stretch. We're going to do one more time and press. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're going to go up and down in this stretch. We're going to go down to the ground and lift ourselves up. And we're going to try to use our arms as little as possible. So if you can put your arms on your legs. And if you feel comfortable with that, you can put your arms behind your back and try to move up and down without using your arms to support. Just 5 in total, and then we're going to change sides. I love that I have a mat. And we're going to go into that stretch first. With the right leg in the front, we're going to push the left hip towards the ground. And then we're just going to lean forward. And now we're going to go into that activation. So we're going to press our right knee into the ground. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go into the stretch. When you're pressing down, you're pressing with like 30 to 60% effort. So you feel like you're pressing and activating the glute, but you're not going into cramp or anything like that. And press. 3, 2, 1, and down. And one more time. And press. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And now we're going to do 5 times up and down, using your arms as little as possible. And relax. Whew, and shake it off. Now we're going to go into the shoulders a little bit, opening up the shoulders. Actually, Frederick, can I get you to show the S waves, please? So we're just going to lie on our stomach, and then we're going to move our, I can't lie down. So we're going to move our hands, right hand on top of the head, left hand on the butt cheek, and then you're just going to move and make S's. Just like that. Try to get those arms, try to get them to get over those glutes, all the way on top of that back. And we're going to do 5 per side. So 10 total, 5 per side. Nice and slow, getting activation throughout. 5 per side or 10 total. Nice. Thank you. And once you're done, we're going to go into our pike handstand push-up. Pike handstand push-ups. So legs apart, hand into the ground. We're going to try to keep that back straight and shoulders in line. Now from here, we're just going to open up the chest, and we're going to press our chest through. If you feel like you can go into a deeper stretch, you can push those legs a little bit further back and think about pressing the chest towards the ground. We're just going to do this 10 times. Press and up. 10 times through. Once you're done with 10, we're going to reach opposite hand to leg. So we're going to take right hand, reach towards the left leg, and then rotate through and do like 2 or 3 pulls per side. And we're going to do this 3 times, so 3 times per side. Trying to keep the arm that's on the ground, keep that arm straight, and pull that chest through. And then we're going to finish up with a little bit of activation from here. So we're going to go up on your toes if you can and put weight on your hands. If you feel like that's hard, then you can just keep your heels down on the ground. But now we're going to do shrugs. So we're going to shrug up and relax. Shrug up
and relax. Trying to get movement through the shoulder blades. 10 times. Movement through the shoulder blades.
And once you're done with that, we're gonna get into a push-up position, and we're just gonna do 5 to 10 push-ups, where I want you guys to focus on going slow down to the ground and then explosive up. Slow down to the ground and explosive up. Just 10 reps. If you have to, you can go down on your knees. Slow down to the ground. Think about staying tight, keeping your glutes active, sucking the belly button in, and then fast up. You can move around a little bit, but think about getting a good torque through the shoulders. 5 to 10 reps. All right, now I think we're ready to get into the first strength part of the session. We're gonna start up with a 9-minute EMOM. In this EMOM, we're gonna do handstand push-ups, pike handstand push-ups, or on a box, or if you can do it up against the wall, you can do it up against the wall. All of these are good options. The tempo is gonna be 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. Then we're gonna go into push-ups, the same thing, 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up, and then we're gonna finish up with a wall sit that we're just gonna hold for 50 seconds. So we have 1 minute to finish each of these. The rep scheme is gonna be anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. So choose a challenging rep scheme that you can do. It's okay if it needs to change throughout, if you start with 10 and then you're not able to continue keeping it. I just love the effort that you decided to try to start off with it. So yeah, handstand push-ups, push-ups, and wall sit. So the handstand push-ups, we got the pike handstand push-ups. Can you show first on the floor? So the pike handstand push-ups. Then you're just gonna have the legs apart. We're gonna try to keep hips, shoulders, and hands in line. And then we're gonna load up by going up on our toes. We're gonna load the shoulders up, and our head is gonna go towards the ground, making that nice triangle. And then when you press through, you're gonna press your chest through. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1. Exactly. So loading up. What I want you guys to make sure that you're not doing is just going straight down with your head to the ground. Exactly, like that. So do more of a push-up feel. I want you to load up, and I want you to keep that chin tucked in. So the top of the head is going to be touching the ground.
Look at your toes.
Look at your toes, nose to toes. And another option that you can do, this one is really challenging. I really like this one. Get your legs on top of a box, a chair. Just make sure it's a very stable or solid foundation that you're on. We're going to try to get those hips over the shoulders. So now you have a lot of weight on your shoulders. Starting up in a locked out position, and then you're going to go into that same triangle. And when you go through, you're going to push through, getting into that straight position. Loading up the shoulders and pushing through. This is going to be a really good option for you guys. It's going to be very hard.
I would not be able to.
I really like that one. And the last one that you can do is going to be up against the wall if you want to do just a normal handstand push-up. If you just want to do that normal handstand push-up. The range is going to be like a little bit shorter. It's going to feel, well, the range is going to be the same, but it's going to feel like it's hard.
Do that one more time.
Yeah.
Very messy.
Okay. I want you guys, no matter if you do it up against the wall or not, I want you guys to think about doing it the same way. So loading up the shoulders and going up again. So we're not just doing these handstand push-ups. We're going to be loading through like a press. Push-ups, they're simple. We're just going to do tempo push-ups, making sure that our body is straight. Think about getting a torque into the shoulders. Try to have the elbows going in about 40-degree angle, and then we're going to go 45-degree angle, and then we're going to 45-degree angle. And we're going to go 2 seconds down and 2 seconds up. When we're doing these, I don't want you guys to flop onto your chest and lose tension. I want you to be under tension the whole time. So rather go down to your knees and do them on your knees if you have to. Last one is gonna be the wall sit. So a wall sit, we're just gonna get into 90 degrees and hold a wall sit. Simple as that. I don't want you to have your hands on your legs. I'd rather have them to the side so you make it more challenging for yourselves. You can rest like that, but I don't want you to put any weight on your hands. All right, get your setup ready and let's get rocking. Are you gonna do that pike?
Yes.
Cool.
You also mentioned the number and on each of the movements.
6 to 10, I saw that.
Okay.
All right, let's get ready. Anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. I'm gonna count the pace. Frederick is gonna do it. We're gonna be going in 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. Make sure you're following my pace. 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. Nice work. Got a little bit of time to rest. We're gonna be going again in 10 seconds. Tempo push-ups, make sure that you're not just flopping to your chest, slightly touching. 2, 1, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those bodies straight. 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. Suck the belly button in, squeeze the glutes. 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. Good job, guys. Good job. And then ready for the wall sit. We're going in 10 seconds. This is where your arms get the break. 3, 2, 1, and go. If you don't have a wall that you can be up against, you can just hold 90 degrees on the ground. Think about keeping the chest tall, nice and deep breaths, relax those arms. We're just gonna hold it for 50 seconds, so you have 10 seconds to get ready for your handstand push-ups. Now, once you get more tired and more fatigued, you're gonna wanna go faster up, both on those handstand push-ups and the push-ups. So be aware, think slow is gonna win. Make it hard, slow through the top position. 5, 3, 2, 1, and time. Let's get ready. Let's get ready for the handstand push-ups. I'm just gonna keep you there. And go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Light touch with the head. 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, and slow up. 3 and 10. Good job, guys. Ready for the push-ups. Same thing on the push-ups. Think slow up. Going in 5 seconds. You're doing so good, Frederick. 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. Body straight. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. Was that right? 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, and 10. Good job, guys. If you feel like you're breaking down or you're starting to worm or lose tension, then rather go down to your knees and be straight. Going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 90 degrees. Good job. Let it burn, let it burn. Get those hips low. Make sure you're not just staying up here in those 90 degrees. 30 seconds in, 20 seconds to go, and we're getting in on that final round. Final round, guys. Make sure you're keeping that tempo. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's get ready for those handstand push-ups. Nice and slow. If you can, load up to your toes throughout. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 7. More weight on your hands. 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. Last one. Head to the ground and press all the way through. Nice work. Here we go. Last push-ups. Going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. And make sure you're not just stopping on top. You're just hitting that lockout and then going straight down again with my count. 7, 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. Last one. 2, 3, and 10. Beautiful. Nice work, guys. Final wall sit. Well, we haven't started yet, but you can start. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, and start. Last 50 seconds. Every time we have those tempo movements, the lockout does not matter as much. It's the same as when we do the squats, when we do the push-ups. Yes, I want you to reach lockout, but I don't want you to wait there because that way you get the tension off the muscle. We want to stay under tension, so you just hit it and then you go straight into that next rep. 30 seconds, 20 seconds to go.
Finish the minute.
Let's finish the minute. 20 seconds to go. If you can, go just a little bit deeper, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice work, guys. Hope you got a nice little pump in those muscles. While you guys catch your breath and recover, I'm gonna talk about the workout that we have for today. So, the workout we have today is for time. It's gonna be 10 rounds. The time cap is 15 minutes. It's a fairly tight time cap. So think about you're gonna be working for about 15 minutes. I would say anywhere from like 12 and a half to 15 minutes is...
12 would be very strong.
12 would be very strong. We have 36 double unders, we have 12 alternating jumping lunges, and we have 6 alternating devil's presses. The double unders, scaling option for the double unders is doing eye jumps, so have your arms overhead and jump with your arms overhead. Or you can put a dumbbell on the ground and you can do lateral jumps over the dumbbell. I just want to make sure that you're hitting elevation, and by having your arms overhead, it's going to be a little bit harder for you guys to breathe. The alternating jumping lunges are weighted. So if you have a weight, then use a dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever it is. It's going to force your chest to be upright and your legs are going to burn a little bit more. If you don't have weight, that's perfectly fine and you do them unweighted. But then I want you guys to think about jumping a little bit taller so you hit full, good extension and you get a little bit more of a leg burn. And then we have the alternating devil's presses. Frederick is going to show those. It's going down to the ground with the dumbbell and all the way overhead. We're going to be doing 10 rounds of this. If you don't have a weight, then you just do, it's like a burpee, and I just want you to jump up tall with your arms overhead. 10 rounds of this. I would say go steady. Like you can start it a little bit hard and then go steady and just try to move steady throughout. And then always try to finish maybe the last 2 rounds a little bit harder than the ones in the middle. And then we're gonna go to the finisher when we are done with this. All right, Frederick, can you show us what a devil's press looks like? Hand goes on the dumbbell, you go all the way down to the ground with your chest, and then get it overhead anyhow. So you can do a swing, you can do a clean and jerk, inside, outside, whatever you want to get that weight overhead. So it always needs to go down to the ground, you touch with your chest, and you go up all the way.
I would not recommend a clean jerk. It's awful.
It is pretty awful. But if you're going very, very heavy and that's the only weight that you've got, then you might want to go to it.
Yes.
Oh. Thank you. So like you saw Frederick did, he was doing the alternating. So then he just changes on the ground, and then you put your other hand on to the weight. All right. You guys ready? I'll take that as a yes. I'm gonna set the timer. The timer is just gonna be counting up. I'll talk through the rep scheme as well, but I'm pretty sure you'll get the hang of it fairly early on. It is 36, 12, and 6. 36, 12, 6. Double unders, jumping lunges, and devil's presses. It's 10 rounds. All right. Frederick is going to be doing this as well. He's going to be going like a little bit steady pace through it. So figure out in the beginning, like obviously you can start a little bit faster, but then try to find a pace that you can maintain, and then you try to push it on maybe the last 2 rounds or so. It counts up, right?
It counts down. You can have it counting up if you want that.
Let's have it counting up. Yes, thank you. All right, make sure you got your jump rope. Do you want to do it on here or?
Yeah.
All right, gerum okkur tilbúin að byrja 10 umferðir. Going in. 10 seconds. Here we go, guys. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Think about nice and relaxed shoulders on those double unders and breathe from the very beginning. Soon as we get into that tight position, breathing's gonna be harder. So think relaxed shoulders, small circles with your wrists on those double unders. 36 double unders. Into jumping lunges. Yes, if you have a weight, then you're doing weighted jumping lunges. There we go. 12 reps, 6 per leg. And going into those alternating devil's presses. I would recommend going steady here. You're not gonna gain anything from trying to go hard on these devil's presses because the movement just takes a fairly long time to do. Good job. Nice work. Once you're done, we go to the next round. That was about 1.5 minutes.
So I'll get time kept.
36 double unders. Weighted jumping lunges. If you gotta weight. Otherwise, think jump high. Make it hard for yourselves. Nice and relaxed. Here we go. Steady. Also, holding that weight is gonna force your chest to be more upright. I know it's gonna be heavier on your legs, but it's gonna make you do the movement better at the same time. On the devil's presses, you can easily also step up. Doesn't have to be a jump, you just have to go down to the ground and swing the weight overhead. Good job. Nice. Smooth, steady, and solid transitions. Wherever you guys are in the workout, think about keeping those quick transitions, so not long breaks in between the movements, but then move steady through the movements. So quick transitions, but steady through the movement once you're there. Beautiful. Good job. Nice. Can I show one of the scaled? And I'm gonna go do one of the scaled version rounds. Continue wherever you're at. Keeping my arms overhead all the way through the eye jumps. And devil's press. Whew, that was kind of fun. Think about breathing, strong exhale. For me, on those devil's presses, every time my chest goes down to the ground, I think strong exhale as the chest goes down. Jumping lunges, just try to figure out where you can breathe. Those are gonna hurt no matter what. Good job, guys. Steady wins the race. Here we go. Once you find a rhythm on those devil's presses, stick to it. Both of us like going and swinging between the legs, whatever works for you. Nice. And we are at the halfway mark. It's not gonna get any harder. It's just gonna stay like this. So now since your head, continue moving. Figure out a way to count for yourself, just one round at a time. One round at a time. That way we just chop away gradually. Make sure, like Frederick is doing, when we change the legs on those lunges, that we're opening up, that we're not just staying in that closed position and changing from there. Holding the weight is also gonna make that a little bit harder. Good job. Here we go, guys. You don't need to take a break. That's in your head. Find a pace and stick with it. Nice. Good job. Nine minutes in, only 6 minutes to go. Frederick is just sticking to that 1.5 minute pace. Nice and consistent. Good job. Once we get more tired, we're gonna wanna go into a little bit more closed position. Shoulders are gonna start shrugging. We're gonna start turning a little bit bigger circles with our hands. Think nice and relaxed, nice and relaxed. Good job. Very smooth. Keeping that chest tall and quick transition to those devil's presses. It's only 3 per arm. Nice. Good job. Jump in. I'm slowing down your speed, I think. I feel very athletic right now. Here we go, guys. All of you guys should be closing in on those final rounds. Then if you feel like it, I want you to try to push the pace just a little, making the transitions just a little bit sharper. I know it's hard to increase the speed a lot on the movement themselves, but you can try to think about faster transitions throughout. That way we can easily shave off a few seconds. Nice. 2.5 minutes to go of the time cap. Here we go. Strong, forceful exhales. And now quick transitions. Let's finish strong. I'm watching you. If you take a break, I can tell. Nice work. Final round. Oh, 2 to go. No, I think it's the final one. Here we go, guys. Strong finish. You have 90 seconds. 90 seconds. Good job. Stay sharp. This is it. This is it. If you got it in you, try to smile right now and see what happens. You can smile because you see the finish line. If you're already done, then you can smile and give yourself a high five. Good job. Closing in on the last 30 seconds. "30 seconds till the time is done." Nice work. Here we go. If you haven't finished yet, push through. If you're not gonna finish, push until the time is done. So as hard as you can go right now. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. All the way through. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good job, guys. I know for a few of you that's gonna be a tight timeline or a time frame, but that just means that we're gonna be working really hard for 15 minutes. For others, if you were able to finish way ahead, then that's awesome. Good job to you guys. Catch your breath, grab something to drink, grab a mat if you have a mat available. We're gonna do a little bit of a finisher. I like finishing off with some core. So the finisher today, you're gonna do 3 rounds of 12 to 20 Russian twists, 12 to 20 side plank pulses, and then 12 to 20 Superman pulses. Russian twist looks like this. If you have a weight, then you grab that weight. You're gonna go into that crunch position and you're just gonna twist, move that weight around, try to keep your feet elevated from the ground, so rotation. The side plank pulses, we're just gonna go into a side plank and we're gonna lift our hips up and down. So we're gonna let our hips go down to the ground and lift until we get into a static pose. You can go onto your elbow and do it on your elbow. Or if you want to make the range longer, you can be up on your hand and do it up on your hand. Always want to make sure that you get into that straight line on top. Final one is the Superman pulses. Then we're going to hit the posterior and the back. We're going to lie down on the ground, legs straight, arms straight in the front like a Superman. And then we're just going to lift up hands and legs at the same time, or arms and legs at the same time. Think about squeezing the glutes through the movement. Simple as that. So find a rep scheme that's gonna work for you. I want you guys to be able to do the full round unbroken. So the full round unbroken. I don't want you guys to have to go, the Russian twist, for example, I don't want you guys to have to do 6, rest, and then 6. Rather do a set that you can do unbroken, and then you go to the side plank, and I want you to be able to do one side without taking a stop. And then you can rest, obviously, between the movements. So rest before the next side, rest before the Superman if you have to. But throughout that set, I would like it to be a set that you can actually do unbroken. Anything to add? Nope. Nope. All right. Find a weight if you got a weight. If you don't have a weight, then you're just going to do it non-weighted. But make your arms then, keep your arms long, so your arms are going to be a heavier lever when you're doing those rotations. All right. Going in 10 seconds. Counts down from 10. Get ready. Starting up with a Russian twist. 2, 1, and go. Try to keep it controlled. We're getting a nice rotation, getting the obliques and the full core engaged in this movement. We're gonna hit the inner abdominals quite well when we do that Russian twist. On the side plank, nice and steady. That's not a fast movement. Think about lowering the hips down and then hitting that full extension on top. To make it easier, you can go down onto your elbow and do it on your elbow, and then the movement is not going to be as long. Now we should be able to get that full side engage and feel very much the side muscles on our torso. I love this movement. Going into the Superman pulses, arms straight in the front. We're going to try to keep our legs straight. So stay away from, can you bend your knees a little bit? Stay away from doing just the movements, lifting your heels up by bending your knees. I want you to lift up with your glutes and your hammies. If you need to rest between the rounds, take a breather. If you feel good to go, then you just hit it again. 12 to 20 reps. Hitting that good extension on top. Lowering the hips all the way down to the ground. Nice work.
Contraction on top.
Making sure we get a good contraction on top of the side plank every single time. I like having my feet like Frederick has them right now. Have them staggered. I like having that top leg in front of the other or top foot in front of the other. For balance reasons, you can of course have them together. But for balance, it's gonna be easier, especially since we're moving. And then your core is gonna get a nice little break while we do this Superman pulses. We want to make sure that we're getting that elevation not just through hyperextending our backs, but through the whole posterior chain, upper and lower. Frederick is getting in on the final round for him. Make sure your heels are not on the ground. We're not just sitting in a sit-up position. If you can, you're going to try to get those heels elevated. If you feel like you cannot, then of course scaling it could be by putting your heels to the ground. And these, do not rush the side plank pulses. Nice and steady. The slower you go, the harder it's gonna be. So make it hard for yourselves. Nice work. You don't have to be following Frederick on this. Go whatever pace feels good for you. Nice work. And the same on the Superman pulses. If you want to make it harder for yourself, you can even stop on top of every rep for half a second or a second, just to get that nice squeeze and burn. Want to think squeezing those glutes on top, especially in those, the finisher, the warm-up, the strength pieces. The slower you go, the harder it's gonna be. So find a slow, steady pace that you can keep. You wanna make it harder for you so that you're gonna get better. We're closing in on that 5-minute mark. Finish whatever reps you have left of this. If you're done, just relax a little bit. Enjoy that you're done with it. Just get your last reps in. And once you're done, remember to stretch so that you get kind of that closure. I feel you get a little bit of a closure by just doing a finisher. That's like it gets your heart rate down, and especially finishers like this where you just feel like so accomplished because everything feels like it's weird, like tight. It feels strong. So that's why I really like ending up with something like that. But then give yourself the break to actually stretch and finish the session with like an ease and comfortable mind. So stretches, I would recommend after this, I would recommend just opening up the shoulders and the chest a little bit. I would recommend opening up the front of the hip. Every single time I do stretches, I like opening up the front of the hip and then taking the glute. So either doing the stretches that we did in the warm-up here, where we're hitting that front, leaning forward, where we hit into that front, going the couch stretch. That's one of my absolutely favorites. So where you use the wall, get your knee close to the wall, and the other leg in the front, tucking those hips underneath. That way we're also capable of hitting the psoas a little bit. And let yourselves hold these stretches for, I would say, at least a minute. That way you're gonna get the most out of them. And then finishing off with the lower back, doing the pigeon stretch, or the one where we lie on the back and we pull the knee in to something where you feel like you can hit that side and the lower back well. All right, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Takk fyrir tíman og vona að hafa getað tekið vel á því heima.